All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Wednesday, January 8th. Before I begin, thank you to Adrian for volunteering to help be a guinea pig for my Android app I mentioned in yesterday's video. One or two spots remain. If anyone is interested, just email me at patcousins@gmail.com. All right, let's see. Crossword today is set by Pascal. I can't remember how I feel about Pascal. Anyway, let's see what he has for us. Idiot husband attracted to old goddess sealing fate. All right, there's a lot in that for a six-letter answer. Idiot could be ass or something like that, and then husband would be H, attracted to O, maybe then an O after that. I think it might be a goddess who in mythology seals your fate. Because I can't, otherwise it's just too much wordplay. But I don't know what goddess. If it ends in HO, Sappho? Oh, a sap would be an idiot. But where does the other P come from? Now let's try the Downs nipper gets caught, something illegally broken. Well, caught can be just abbreviated to C from cricket. What's something illegally broken? Oh, of course, you would break a law. If you break it, then it is illegal. And a claw could be literally a nipper. Oh, so then if it is a goddess begins with C and the idiot would begin with C to a clot. Is Clotho a goddess? Never heard of that name. Let me try some more Downs. Speech, offering worship, putting a daughter off. Maybe it's a word for speech, and we get there with a word for worship, and we remove A plus D for daughter. We put those letters off. Ah, yes, adoration would be worship, and so oration is speech. Priests, oh yeah, this one I was thinking might be an H. Priests greeting wayward, not right. Priest is often Eli from the Bible. Greeting wayward, not right. Is that the definition? Or not right could mean we remove an R for right. And then the definition would be priest. It might be the name of a priest from the Bible. No. Let's do some more Downs. Finds very big lakes behind dance venue. I think finds might be the definition. Very big, O is often oversize or outsize, is it? OS? I know that's the abbreviation. And then lake can be L. Oh, and that would go behind, what's a dance venue? A ballroom or a disco? Oh, not discovery. Discoveries? Yeah, I think it is going to be some kind of disco word. Anyway, if that was a D, oh, a theologian. Yeah, we've seen before a theologian is a doctor of divinity. So this would be ADD with hesitation. Oh, that can be or about death as shown in final notes. Thinking addend. So the ADD and the go around the end. Death is not the end according to a song, but here I think it is. And an addendum might be the final notes in a book. All right, this is looking like a possibly yeah. Well, discoveries is 11 letters, would be finds. Our dance venue, yeah, very is V, and a big lake is Lake Erie, one of the Great Lakes. And it's Lake apostrophe S, so it's Erie S. All right. Lord, the old man turning up in a flap. Don't get that one. Say no to, something like deny to commercial product after end of Christmas month. Well, Christmas month is December, but the end of Christmas is an S and then maybe a month. What is commercial product? I mean, it could be commercial and then a product. No. Saleswoman in eating area by motorway. I think it might be a saleswoman because motorway is often M1. Since we have an M, I wonder if that could be MI. And then an eating area like a kitchen or dinette or something like that. And it's going to make a saleswoman. Yeah, I don't see what that could be. Yeah, don't see it. All right. Wreath made specially with a name on the front. Oh, I'm thinking it's going to be a wreath. A name on the front might be A plus N for name, and then made, an anagram of made, anadem, anamed. I don't recognize either of those words. Maybe it's from classical something or other. Let me pause and look up. I think anamed. Why was I saying anamed? Anamen, I suppose. Ananem. Yeah, let me look those up. It is with the D. It is, sorry, I confused myself as I sometimes do. It is made specially, and sure enough, an anadem is another word for a wreath for the head or a garland. Latin, but then originally from the Greek. All right, never heard that word before, so will I remember it next time it comes around? To be seen. All right, crustacean, a sort, confused with fish. I think it must be I was going to think it was going to be a sort, an anagram. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it is a crustacean. Maybe ASORT, 5 letters, is anagrammed with a fish. 3-letter fish could be eel, cod. I can't think of a crustacean that's something S. Ooh, escargot? Could that be it? That it's the French? Isn't escargot, is it? No, it's not really a... Is it a crustacean? It has a shell. we do have a sort, but with GER is left. Oh no, GEC. Yeah, I don't think that's right. Nice try. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Mad Parisian, top bod, acquiring condemnation. I think it's going to mean condemnation, and mad, I think, is telling us to anagram. Parisian is 8 letters plus top bod makes 14. We have 2 I's, so I do wonder if it might be. I was going to say IT, but maybe just TION at the end. And then we've got all these letters. All right, let's try the anagram helper, although I hate to do it with so many letters, but at least we have 2. Condemnation. Oh, something like disapprobation. I think that might be it. All right, let me try typing it in and see. We are going to have two P's. I'm going wrong here. Yeah, let me come back to yeah, I don't know what the ending is going to be. But I thought it was approbation was condemnation or disapproval. Yeah, let me come back to that one. Opposing team with angry thought. So maybe it means opposing, and we're going to have a word for team, maybe a specific team. With angry thought, could that be an anagram of thought or? No. A bit of tin blocking public entrance. Well, a bit of might indicate a hidden clue, but I don't think we're going to get something hidden in tin blocking. Is it going to be an entrance of some kind? A door, a gate? No. Oh my goodness, I'm leaving a lot of half-completed ones around the place. Power shown by, lustful man in small vehicle. No, there's a lot in that for 4 letters, isn't there? Case when number 1 inhabitant amasses millions. Case might be grammatical case, or is it a briefcase kind of thing? Number 1 could be NOI. Inhabitant, I don't know what that would be, but amasses millions seems like we're going to put 2 M's inside something. No, I don't get it. Let's go back to the Downs. That was our Lord. Oh, I'm not sure about the R, so let me go pass over that. Put outside. Oh, of course, I'm not sure about this P. Theater are inside. It sounds like we're going to put the word put outside a word for theater. And then it's going to mean inside. No, but then I wonder if inside could be something to do with imprisonment, punishment. No. Island nation in which peak always starts. to delight everyone. I think it must be an island nation. 4-5. Oh, what is that? Peak always starts might be telling us to take the P and A that start peak always. And then to delight everyone, something all. What is this island nation then if it began PA? Maybe actually it's the starts to delight everyone at the end. And so we have a peak, and then always might be ever or air. Oh, I should be able to get an island nation. 2 words, even without any letters. 4-5. East something. West. No. Bad act of wise man imprisoning head monk heartlessly. All right, I think it's going to be a bad act. What's a wise man? A guru? A yogi? That's going to imprison head, maybe? And then monk heartlessly might be just MK, although those are not letters that go well together. No, a new coin seen here, one held to be very old. No. One who painted over second entrance. No, I'm wondering if like one who painted over might be a reword. Second can be S, and then an entrance. No. See inside, enclosed area cut green. No. A shock report finally appearing in tabloid. Okay, finally I got one. So report finally, the final letter of report is a T, and that appears in the Sun to give us stun. I was shocked and stunned. All right. Panic, it's over. Go out to get something to eat. I'm thinking it might be go out. Oh no, maybe just something to eat, which could be really any food. Something supper, something. Yeah. So then I think it would be a charade. Well, unless out is telling us to anagram panic, that is 8 letters, and then overgo is 6 letters. And we do have an S. Well, let's try the anagram helper again. Oh, it could be an ing word somewhere. Yeah, where's the V going to go? Yeah, I think this is probably very silly trying to get the anagram with so few letters. I know some of you are very good at the anagrams, but I either get it very quickly or I just really have a blind spot about it. Yeah. Something to eat. Something spring. No. We'll come back to it. All right. Rector, I start with him somehow showing verbal skill. I think verbal skill must be the definition. Rector, I. Yeah, I think this somehow might be telling us to anagram rector I plus the starting letter of him, and that is going to be verbal skill. All right, again, foolishly, I'm going to try anagramming that. Oh, rhetoric, of course. Okay. Whew. Finally got another. Newest info from the French game. Wow. The French we usually see as le, la, or lay. Doesn't look like. Oh, maybe it is le, la, lay, and then a game in 3 letters, and it's going to mean the newest info. Oh, the latest. The game is a test match. All right. To be gripping. Oh, and of course, I'm not sure. In fact, I'm very not sure about after the R. Yeah. Well, let's try this one. To be gripping, not everyone. One put in power. I think it might be to be is gripping. Not everyone might be some. And it's going to mean one put in power. Something like an appointee or electee or. But I don't. Yeah, I can't simply be TOBE going around. That doesn't look very promising. All right, how about energies associated with enzyme? Energy is usually E. So maybe it's E followed by something for associated with, and it's going to give us an enzyme. I don't think I know any enzymes. Otherwise, the definition is energy, and yeah, I don't see that. All right. I think I'm going to cheat a little bit and look up forms of approbation, and see what the heck that might be. Well, I should have realized I only have one R to play around with, and I did think it might be a TION ending, so disapprobation. All right, I definitely made a meal out of that one. Oh, how's my saleswoman doing? In eating area by motorway. Yeah, I still cannot think of a word. I mean, it might just be a generic term for a salesperson and not necessarily, say, an ESS word for a saleswoman, but let me pause and think about it. Well, I didn't think of anything else for that, but I did look over at my idiot husband, and I think I'd said clotho, and sure enough, clotho the youngest goddess of the three fates. So there we go. All right, now our priests. Oh, I'm thinking the greeting is hi. I think hierarch might be a priest. So then we would have. No, I'm thinking wayward might be errant without an R. In which, but then wayward not right. Yeah, but what else could that be if it is going to be a word for wayward minus an R for right? I just have a feeling, obviously, there's hierarchy, but I have a feeling I've seen a hierarch of the church as a member of the hierarchy. Let me pause and look that one up too. Yeah, I think it definitely is a term or a title, maybe more in the Eastern Church, and I think it's more equivalent to a bishop than a priest. But yeah, I don't quite get the wayward not right. Yeah, so we'll make a note of that. Now, my lord, the old man. Well, the old man turning up, I think, might be either pa or da. And so I think it's going to be a flap. Lord might be an exclamation. You would say, oh, but I do think we had, and maybe this is a good sign my memory isn't as bad as I think it is. I think we may have had the word earlap before, and it's a form of ear flap. And so I think the Lord might be an earl. So I'll leave it in. I do vaguely, or maybe not so vaguely, remember being surprised by that word earlap before. All right, here's our say no. Something like denial to commercial product after end of Christmas month. Maybe it just starts with Christmas month and then a commercial product comes next, and it's going to mean say no to. Oh, a line. Yes, yeah. A manufacturer might have a line of products, and so decline could be to say no to. I still don't know that. Ooh, here's our crustacean. Okay, it's not escargot. Let me pause and think about that. Well, I was thinking if it is an anagram of a sort, and then the fish would begin with a C, so I'm thinking, oh, a cod. So I thought astrocod, but it's actually, I had to look up Wikipedia, an ostracod. All right, ooh, so now our saleswoman, oh, maybe it is I said dinette earlier. Is there a word midinette? Let me pause and look that up. Yes, apparently it is a French term for a salesperson, a shop girl, or a seamstress who takes a light lunch at midday, a midinette. So I think it seems a little bit insulting, but there we go. So already some very odd words from uh, Pascal. Uh, I mean, it's almost like that. What's that very difficult crossword that David Webb sometimes does on his channel with very obscure words? So, Yeah, he's really testing us today. All right, this is a bit of tin. Blocking public entrance. I mean, maybe that T at the end is a bit of tin and it blocks or, well, blocking usually means goes inside, but maybe that is going after a word for public and it's going to mean entrance, but I can't think of one. There's our opposing team with angry thought. No idea what that is. All right, but the top half is at least coming together. All right, put outside theater or inside. Oh, not the proscenium. No, I think that's just a letter too short. Put outside theater. No. All right, let me pause and think about my island nation. There can't be too many that are two words like that. Did have to go to Wikipedia once again. And Cape Verde. So the peak, I think, is a cap. Always is ever, and sure enough, the starts to delight everyone. As I thought it was unlikely RDE, but it turned out that was exactly it. All right, so I'm thinking opposing. An opposing word might begin with con. Opposing team. Yeah, I think the opposing team could be the con. And then with angry, thought. But the question mark, I think, is saying maybe that's a bit of a stretch. So opposing beginning with con, and then what's going to come between the N and the C? I do like an S maybe. Could be possible. Let me pause and think about that. No, I'm not thinking of anything for that. I'm beginning to doubt the crossers, but anyway, I did look at power, which could be that P. And then if there was a three-letter lustful man, what would a small vehicle be? Well, I did wonder if it might be a pram. I think a ram could be a lustful man, metaphorically. I'm not very sure of that, but I'll leave it in for now. All right, here's the one I thought was going to be an anagram of, it could still be, panic, it's over, go. And something to eat. Yeah, 8-letter word beginning with V. To get something to eat. Don't see it. If pram is right, well, A definitely could be that A, and then new, and then coin seen here, one held. Oh, I'm thinking about ancient. Yes, a coin could be a cent, and it holds I for one. All right, so now my something to eat. All right, we still are. Um, it still looks like an anagram of panic. It's over. Go. Vichy soise or all right, let's try the anagram helper once more. Yeah, just from what we've seen so far in the crossword, I'm afraid it's going to be some very obscure dish. Victor Goose Supine. That's a good one. Yeah, I mean, the second word I'm thinking is probably going to be a common type of dish. But I'm just not seeing it. Yeah, what if we do have the ing? Let me pause and think about making the first word end in ing and then what would be left. All right, well, I ended up doodling it on a piece of paper, and as soon as I wrote it out, I spotted pretty quickly the Victoria sponge. I'm not sure if I've ever had a Victoria sponge, but I've definitely heard of it. All right, see inside, enclosed area, cut green. Yeah, I've no idea on this one. Like, which end is the definition? See inside? Are green? Is it a shade of green? Enclosed area could be a pen or. And that's cut. Yeah, no idea. Ooh, I do like now. Sorry, this one. To be gripping. Not everyone. One put in power. Yeah, I still think the definition is one put in power. I just don't get the to be. Is there another word for to be? Que sera, sera? No. All right, I think I'm going to go look at the Wikipedia page for enzymes and hope one jumps out at me. No, a lot of very scientific names. I think this hopefully will be something a little more common, but you never know. I did look over here. The G I think is helpful, and I said, oh, it could be one who painted, might be the name of an artist. I was on the right line, so one who painted is, and I never know how to pronounce his name, Ingres. I don't think you pronounce the S, but that does go over S for second, and you get an entrance, an ingress. So I think there is something maybe we've seen before, casein, CAE, but I don't know. And I did think this was going to begin with E for energy. I don't know what associated with would be, though, ending in S something N. Something like as in, maybe? No, I don't like that. Here's our bad act. Like mal or miss, dis, wise man, imprisoning head monk. Oh, a head monk could be maybe an abbot. Heartlessly. Yeah, maybe abbot without the middle B, but yes, sabotage. And the wise man is a sage. All right, I like that. Very convoluted. Ooh, all right, so this hardly starts with double E. Does it? Energy. Maybe pep. Energy could be pep. I have heard of a pepsin. And I suppose associated with in. Let me go ahead. Oh yeah, we're way past 30 minutes. Let's check that. It is right. So I think I understand it. All right, what is left? Yeah, let me pause and think about my put outside, theater or inside. All right, I did have to go to wordplays.com in the end, and there were quite a lot of words that fit this pattern, but the one I liked was a preposition. I saw that inside could be an example of a preposition. And so to put something is to position it, and theater we've seen before can be rep, as in repertory theater. Okay, so here's our opposing. All right, I can't find anything for this even at wordplays.com, so I'm going to give up and reveal this one. Oh, my hierarch was wrong. Ah, no wonder. All right, so let's first of all, opposing team. Oh, that's opposing cons side with angry is red. Oh, and if you thought something, you considered it. Oh, that's very, very tricky. Anyway, so what then is my priest's greeting? I think that's the high. And then, yeah, so maybe it's not an R there, but I think it must be an R. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and reveal this one too. Hieratic. Oh, erratic is wayward, of course. I probably should have thought of that, but wow, never heard that word before. So definitely Pascal is putting us through our paces. Let's see. A bit of tin blocking public entrance. Yeah, don't see that one still. Oh, of course, it could be entrance. Yeah, let me pause and think about entrance for a moment. No, I've no idea what this one could be, so I'm going to go ahead and reveal it. Ah, let's see. Oh, it is a hidden clue, but a bit of tin is actually the definition. I think slang maybe for a small coin, a cent, a bit of tin, and it blocks or goes inside of public entrance. That's very tricky altogether. All right, case. There is the nominative. I was just thinking number one, so NO. Millions, I said, could be two M's, but I think it's just one. Oh, and so there's number one with the M inside it, and then the inhabitant is a native, and it is a grammatical case. All right. So what is this? To be gripping, not everyone, one put in power. Yeah. To be yet. Gripping, not everyone. One put in power. No, I don't see it. And then we have our C inside. Enclosed area. Cut. And green. Yeah, let me pause and just think of shades of green, or green with envy. All right, I had to go to wordplays.com again, and I saw color. I thought, oh, green question mark is just saying green as an example of a question mark. C is the archaic low, and that goes inside a court is an enclosed area which has been cut. All right, so now what is this one? I think it must be one put in power. It could be to be gripping, maybe. Maybe it's an ing word. Entering is the only word I can think of, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in, check it. No, all right, it's not even an ing. Enthrone. All right, let's see how that is working. To be gripping, not. Yeah, it does end in ONE, so maybe that's the one there, and then put in power the definition to be gripping, not everyone. No, I don't understand that at all. All right, have I put everything in? I have. Let's go ahead and check all. Yep, nothing dropped out. All right, let's check over at 15 squared and see if they were as perplexed by this as I was. All right, the blog is by Eileen, Pascal making his first appearance. 2 long anagrams were helpful. There are perhaps 1 or 2 more unfamiliar unknown words than usual. I think maybe more than 1 or 2, but I think the bloggers here at 15 Squared are always very polite and very nice. So there we have Clotho. I think I followed all of the crosses until we got to, oh yeah, enthrone. So enthrall is to be gripping minus all, +1. Look at that. And yeah, if you're in something, you're associated with it. Hieratic, yeah. I mean, I got the wordplay, just never heard that word before. And earlap, yeah, sure enough. Earl plus pa backwards. Collins says a midinette is a Parisian seamstress or a salesgirl in a clothes shop. All right. Michelle says a good challenge. And yeah, all these new words. Crispy says, I love the fact that your enjoyment leaps out of your contributions. A lesson for us all, perhaps. I will take that on board, yes. Let's see. I took some good advice from a blog the other day. When confused, look for a hidden word. Yeah, I must try that myself. Lots of never heard ofs. Yes, well, it seems like, yeah, maybe a little bit of a division as to whether or not this was tough or too many unknown words. Oh, and there's that Joram. It's a kind of an in-joke, I think, here at 15 Squared. Anyway, I did more or less enjoy it, but it was a real struggle, and there were a few I had to give up on, as you saw. Anyway, thank you as always for watching, and have a wonderful day.